Hi, Danny.
Good morning, Joe. How's Joe today?
Yeah. How are you? Yeah. How are you?
I'm doing good, Joe.
Oh, you
What's up?
froze a little bit.
Can you hear
Yeah, I
me?
can hear you. I'm nuts.
Ah, yeah, I'm all right. You?
Oh, just dandy. Dandy. We're going to talk about stuff as the day gets started. And we got to get people here first so that we're not talking to ourselves. You know,
Yeah.
people like Ramoga, for example.
Good
Hello,
morning. Good
Ramoga. I'm too
morning.
tired to put up with it. With the Godzilla. Godzilla, yeah, not today. Best day of the week. Hello, Walkman. No, it's not the best day of the week. Monday is the best day of the week. What's today's date? Wednesday. Today's Wednesday.
Today's
Yeah,
the
Monday
26th.
is the best.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning,
Hey, Mike.
Mike. What's up, dude?
I got some hot tea here, but it's very hot. It's kind of scalding. I can't really touch it yet.
Yeah, I got cold coffee. Usually, the
Good
first cup.
morning, DJ.
Good morning. Good morning.
Um, so anyway, we got a shitty day, Danny. We were talking about this backstage, Danny and I. So hold on. Oh, I
Yeah.
see. He means it's the best day of the week because he likes to stream. I
Yeah.
get it. I get it now. That's a compliment. Best day of the week for the stream.
Joe's a little slow this morning.
Yeah. Did you know that that's what he meant? Best day of the week.
Yeah, sort of. Yeah. Why would anybody pick a Wednesday for the best day of the week?
Some people
Uh,
like hump day. Hump day in the middle of the week.
yeah.
Well, this is nice to see Alan here. Alan,
Wow.
no, it's good to see you.
Another crap April day.
Yeah, I know. Let's talk about that, Alan. Let's talk about it, Danny. Listen,
Yeah.
here's the thing. Okay, when I was a kid, when we were kids, April was beautiful. I mean, it was warm, it was sunny. I know sometimes that's what people think, but I'm sorry, transparent one. We're not going to talk Beatles here. I'm sorry about that. So I don't know what else to say. But anyway, it used to be really, really nice, Weather. April was like the start of the spring. Now it's the carryover of the winter.
Yeah.
It's cold.
Well,
30s and 40s degrees I have here. 40s in the 40s right now.
yeah.
For
Cold
late
month.
April, almost May. Really?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
The night before last and the night before that, frost on the ground, which
Yeah, who needs that? In April, you frost on your car in the morning.
frost on the ground. It hit 26 degrees Tuesday. Monday night. Monday night it hit 26 degrees here. So you get frost on the ground, Not in my car. I didn't even mention my car. What a dumbass.
Yeah, yeah. Mystery Train. I've been waiting to hear you coming
Oh,
back again. Mystery
you're
Train.
you're in deep shit.
AKA Brad Berry. I remember that name from my past. I mean, we've had some good talking here, especially about baseball. And all I could say is, I didn't remember you till why I'm bringing this up, Brad, because I was alerted to something, and all I could say is, hey, we're doing good here. As long as we're doing well, there's no problems. There's no problems at all.
Correct.
So
And
let's keep doing well, and everything's fine.
And you did send me a message. I thought you were kidding. I couldn't find it for the longest time. And I looked at notifications, and there it was,
I'm like, it
And
came up, maybe you don't know, but it came up as, Brad Berry, and I'm thinking, that name sounds familiar. Sounds familiar. Then when I saw, say, the clip, then I was like, I didn't remember that clip at all, man. I didn't remember that at all. But anyway, it doesn't matter. It's in the past for now. And that's okay. So I didn't really remember it at all, but the name was familiar. All right, so anyway, yeah. So before we go on, because we got some good questions here, but what I want to know is, yeah. So the April, yeah, yeah, Danny. I don't understand. I remember last year it rained all in April, and I said, "Oh, they say April showers bring May flowers," and then May came, and May was shit too. These
Yeah,
days, you got to wait till June.
but you got to understand everything is in the jet stream. That determines weather. Jet stream. You know, it is not always the same. You know, sometimes you get air from the south, you get air from Canada. You know, it determines your
Well,
weather.
whatever it is, the jet stream then has
It's the end
changed.
of the world. It's not the end of the world, everybody.
No, there's other reasons why. There's other reasons why it's the end of the world. But anyway, Jetstream. You mentioned Jet. Well, here's Joan. How's your Joan Jet Record Store Day? Beats me. I haven't played it. But anyway, here it is. Here it is. Record Store Day. Joan Jet live. Joan Jet and the Blackhearts live in at the Ritz, New York City, 1981. Pure rock and roll. This woman don't screw around. She's not a poser. She's not a Pat Benatar, which I like Pat Benatar, but she's still not. She doesn't live and breathe rock and roll the way this woman does. Anyway, Joan Jett is largely a product of nostalgia for me from the 80s, really, these days. But anyway, let's talk about some other things here, like, for example, about the baseball. You know, it's no surprise with the Yankees. It's tiring how good they do. Every year, Yankees, Yankees, Yankees. It's time for them to go in the basement and stay there for like a decade. Okay. But anyway, at least they're not winning any World Series, which is hilarious to me. You know, that's funny. The Mets just suck, period. The Mets have always sucked, and I'm not watching them anymore until they do something. Hello, Lemonhead.
Hello, Lemonhead. Good morning.
Let's see. Let's see. Yes, the Mets suck. I'm done permanently with this shit show of a team. Hey, look, you know how it is, Alan. We both know how it is. You know, I've been dealing with that crap since the 1970s, and there's times when they give you a little hope. I haven't followed the Mets since 2015, where they almost got into the World Series. You know. So anyway,
Get yourself with the NASCAR, automobile racing.
no, that's a dumb man's thing. Are you kidding?
Bullshit.
Unless you have a crash and the cars topple around, there's no reason watching it.
You're a jerk.
Like, you're a jerk. You sit there and you watch a freaking thing where they go around in a circle.
No, it's a lot more than just that.
What else is there, Danny?
What do you mean?
What do you mean? What do I mean?
You got G-forces against you. You're traveling at 182 miles an hour.
Okay.
Huh?
Okay, and?
You're bumping a bumper. Any wrong moves, you're in big trouble.
What does it have to do with it? Do you watch it on TV and you just see cars?
You got to determine when tires got to be changed. You got to determine how much fuel you got.
What does that got to do as a viewer, as a spectator sport? What does that got to do with you sitting there watching it on TV? You're talking about the mentality of the driver. Oh, G-force, you got to make sure the tires.
Same with baseball.
No, not at all. Not at all. This thing's happening. No, this thing's happening in baseball a lot.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, whatever. Well, shut up. Anyway, I love it. Good morning, Robbie. What's going on? Oh, Earth Day. You know, that's right. You know, today's Earth Day. It was how many years ago? Let's see, 22. 4 years ago today was my last day of work. This was the last day I worked, Earth Day.
So Joe, what is Happy Earth Day mean to you? You're not gonna plant the tree.
Not a thing. It means absolutely nothing to me at all. Zero.
What a fun guy.
What does it mean to you? You're gonna go out and hug a tree or something? What does it mean to you?
Robert did a lot of planting already. The only thing we have to keep some things covered, so you know if it gets cold at night, it doesn't affect it. But yeah, Robert
planted what?
We got peach tree, apple tree. Last year we got peaches from our peach tree. Oh, beautiful.
Yeah, right. What does that mean to you? So what? She's doing it. You're not doing it. She's doing it.
I pay for the plants and stuff like that. I want to know one thing. Okay, yesterday, the 21st of April, was the 10-year anniversary of the passing of Prince.
Oh, was it?
He Bowie died January 2016. He died April 2016. We lost two heavyweights in the 3 month period.
Not to forget George Martin, the Beatle producer in 2016.
There you go. I didn't know that, but
There you go.
yeah. And in fact, Prince. Well, he came out with a new song. With These Tears is a new song by Prince that was recorded and released yesterday.
Yeah, that was a shocker when Prince left.
Yeah, shit, it's sad.
I saw the Yankees at the old stadium. The second visit to New York City. On my third, I saw the Mets. I wanted the Americana. Good for you. Americana is what it's about. Penny Lane, what's going on?
Hi Penny Lane, I love you. You know, when I was a kid, I lived in Manhattan, and my best friend Wallace, right? His father took us to the baseball game at Yankee Stadium. Okay, I believe I seen Joe Pepitone, Thurman Munson. I believe a lot of those famous baseball players I've seen.
Mm-hmm. 10 years ago yesterday, we lost Prince. Any favorite songs? Raspberry Beret. The best Prince song. I bought the only single I bought of the day.
Purple Rain will give you a goosebump.
I like Purple Rain as well. Purple Rain's good. 1999's good. When Doves Cry is good. It's like, you know the deal. You know the deal. When it comes to Prince,
and a lot of people, yeah, because you don't know shit, Joe. Come on, it's the usual shit with you.
It's not the usual shit. I could go through artists. How many Joan Jett songs? I know every song off every album. No filler. I know every song on every album, not just the hits.
Very good, very good.
All right, and other people too, like Bob Dylan, for example.
And a lot of people don't know. There's people that know. A lot of people that know and don't know that he wrote that song "No One Compares to You" by Sinead O'Connor.
Right.
Yeah, Prince wrote that song.
Yeah, and he also wrote something for Cyndi Lauper. I can't remember which one. "When You Were Mine," I think.
When You Were Mine.
Oh, do you not know any deep cuts of Cyndi Lauper? Danny, what do you like by Cyndi Lauper?
She's so unusual.
Well, that's the album. What songs do you like by her?
I don't think True Colors is on there, or Girls Just Want to Have Fun. I don't know all the titles.
Well, there you go. You like one or two songs by it.
No,
like a few songs.
No, wait a minute. It's the passage of time. I remember
time after time.
Opera in the 80s. When I bought the album was great, but years passed by where I get onto something else.
You know what it is? You're being hypocritical here, Danny.
I'm not hypocritical.
Yes, you are. How come with other bands you have no problem talking about the 60s and the 70s even, and saying all the great stuff that's on the whole album? Listen to the whole album. Look, when it comes to Cyndi Lauper, let's face facts. You're only interested in a few songs, and that's okay.
Because years ago, all those songs are drilled over and over in your brain.
Yeah,
how many times you turn the radio on, you hear "Comfortably Numb" by Pink Floyd, or
that's their best song, probably,
or something by Led Zeppelin. Same shit.
Yeah. Okay. Whatever. Excuses. For Earth Day, I'm going to McDonald's to use a paper straw and get a plastic cup. Remember when the cups were wax-covered paper? Oh, sure.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Yeah, that's pretty gruesome. We're going to get rid of that comment about the girlfriend on what happened to her on Earth Day. That's terrible. Oh, George Michael, that's a big one too. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for anything. If Transparent Guy says anything, fine. There we go. Prince. There you go. He says something. Transparent Guy says Prince was as big as Jackson in 1984. Yeah, he was big, Prince. There's no doubt about it. Oh yeah, he also wrote Manic Monday, the Bangles. Yeah, there you go. The Darling Nikki is a great song. When You Were Mine is the one I mentioned. Yeah, that's a good song. Did I know that Prince wrote Love is Contagious? I did not. I didn't know this. Prince also helped to write Stand Back by Stevie Nicks. I love that song. And although Stevie Nicks doesn't need any help songwriting, but I didn't know that. And it's also National Jelly Bean Day today too. Yeah. Yeah, sure.
I
Daddy's gonna
like the
eat jelly beans.
I like the black ones. The black ones are good.
Yeah. All right. So we talked about what do we talk a little bit about other things that are going on lately? Like I made a videos on this channel here a while ago about a problem I had with a dentist. I got dentist problems to talk about today. Let's do that, okay? And the reason I'm doing that is because this is a live stream. It's a live channel talk. All right, here we go. Let me set it up for you. We're going to call him Dr. A, letter A. This guy, Dr. A, I've seen him for the last several years, and he's done some decent work for me, but there's something about his attitude. He smiles. He's always got a fake smile. And like I'll say that one time I said to him something like, in the past, I said to him something like, well, you know, my old dentist used to do, and he goes, I'm not your old dentist. You know, professional smile while he's getting annoyed. He's very, very smug. And we've had a couple incidents. I won't go into them. So several months ago, I made videos on this. I said, let me go somewhere else. And I went to this place, this big dental place. I won't name it, where I got a lady doctor, and I went through hell over there. I skipped Dr. A. I decided to try a new place that I heard things about, and that was a mess. So anyway, yesterday I went back to this Dr. A, my usual dentist, my regular dentist. And here's the thing. On the upper molar here, back molar here, I have had on and off pain for about 6-7 years. It's a long time. I think there's like a crack in it or something, and I've had some pain. Sometimes you go months and months and months and months with no pain. Sometimes it comes back. Lately, the pain has come back so much that more than any kind of toothache I've ever had, Danny. This is like, we all know what a toothache feels like. This was a pain every now and then that felt like you took an ice pick and put it up to the nerve, the pulp. It was like right to the pulp. And I'm like, all right, after 6 or 7 years, we're reaching the pulp, reaching the root. This is more than usual. So luckily, I took some Tylenol and I gargled with salt water. And I got it to stop. It's not bothering me now. Last 2 days have been good, but when it comes in, I got to get this done finally. So now I know this Dr. A told me 4 years ago, he told me that you're going to need a root canal and a crown on that. So I said, well, it's been 4 years. I wonder if it's still good. Can he still do that? Or do you got to pull it? So I go to see him yesterday, and I'm thinking to myself, he's going to give me one or two options. He's going to say either we can do the root canal that I talked about, and we can crown it, or it'll have to be extracted. That's what I'm thinking. So I get to see him, and he throws me a curveball. He tells me, oh, he thinks there's a tooth on the bottom in the back. That's 30 years I've had that thing. It's broken and it's dead. Wait a minute, the last one. And he says to me, I think that's causing the pain in the top. I didn't expect that. All right, so let's try to wrap this up. Now I know that that's a thing. I know it's true. I think it's called referred pain. You know, Danny, because there is such a thing that a tooth on the bottom could share the same nerve pathways as the top. So it is possible, but I don't have any problem with the bottom. I don't feel any problem with the bottom. It's the top one. So I don't know if he's right. But what gets me the most is he totally forgot about that. He told me that 4 years ago, he told me I needed a root canal and crown up here. I said, what about up here? He says, he looks at the x-ray because I don't see any issues with that tooth. And I said, but I was being nice, but I didn't want to have a fight with him again. I said, yeah, I know, but 4 years ago, you told me that we have to do a root canal and a crown, and I didn't do it. And he goes, I can't remember 4 years ago. Like, that's a long time ago. How am I going to remember that? And I said, well, with respect, I said, you may not remember, but the patient remembers, right? You've all gone to dentist. You know what the dentist or the doctor told you. The doctor may not remember because he might have told you, Danny, you need this or you need that, your doctor or something. You remember it. And then you see him 5 years later. He doesn't remember it. Now, the guy has notes. So he looks at his notes. Let me check my notes. And looks at the notes and he says, my notes here from a few years ago say nothing about the top. It only says about the bottom. I'm like, all right, whatever. So I leave the place. He had taken X-rays at the top and the bottom. Nothing's done, and guess what? I pay $192 out of my pocket for nothing. For him to tell me basically that your problem, oh, you hurt up here, the problem's down there, and you might want to get extracted. So now that's where I am. The question is, am I going to get the bottom one extracted? Is he right? He may be right. He even said to me, Dan, he says, I mean, I don't know. I'm not 100% sure, but from my experience, I believe, my professional opinion, I believe your problems are all rooted in the bottom. It could be, but he doesn't know for sure either.
Yeah, it's a chance you take. And they keep all your files from the first time you go there to the present. They never throw your files away, even if you don't go back to him no more. They're on record, and what happens is that all those files that the dentists have sometimes are used by the police, you know, in solving crime.
Yeah.
You know, but you got to take his word. You know,
I'm not going to take his word because he doesn't remember anything. There's a whole bunch of things more that I didn't talk about with him. Okay, and I don't think he knows what he's doing. You know, and you're right about that. They keep records, but the thing I'm trying to explain to you, I explained to you this on the phone. I said that he did mention that I needed a root canal and crown up here years ago.
Maybe you're mistaken.
No, let me finish. Because this is Danny doesn't retain anything. I'm not mistaken. I could. Hey, I'm a human being. I could be mistaken. Like I said, the patient remembers. We remember what he said. He might not remember. And this is what I told you on the phone. He might not have wrote any notes about it. Okay, but he mentioned it in passing. Like I said to him, what about? We were talking about something on the bottom another tooth on the bottom that got pulled. And he said, and then I said, well, what about this one on the top? He said, well, we talked about that. That's going to be a root canal and crown. Like he mentioned it in passing. He didn't write it in his notes. Okay. Right. He just mentioned it offhand. So he doesn't remember that, but I remember it because it's my tooth. Okay. And that's really the end of that. And as far as, I can't believe you're even mentioning My Ding-a-Ling, that stupid Chuck Berry song that Danny likes, actually. Roll Over Beethoven is way better than that.
I got the 45 of My Ding-a-Ling, original.
What's going on, James Farley?
Oh, transparent one. You can't compare Roxy Music with Creedence. But I tell you what, I love
Clearwater Revival over Roxy Music.
Well, there's two different kinds of music, but they're both good. I like Brian Ferry. He's with Roxy Music. There's a great band, Roxy Music. They made some great albums.
Yeah. I don't
but the something problem is you have the upper and lower both extracted.
Huh? No, I don't know. I don't know what to do. I don't know, man. I don't know. Oh, Jack Nicholson's birthday's today, 89. Favorite roles? One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Postman always rings twice. The original. He's the original.
How come when I was a postman, I never had any inviting experiences?
Oh, James Farley. I heard you're a leaker.
See, you shouldn't bring that stuff up, man. You're starting trouble here. No, don't bring that stuff up on this.
Wait a minute. He starts trouble with me. I heard bad things about James Farley.
That's enough. No, we're not talking about that here. We're not turning this stream into the other kind of shit. That ain't happening. I know somebody I know is going to watch it and say, "Oh, there's no." What are you trying to say? There's no drama there, too? No, I try to avoid it if I can. 5 Easy Pieces, and of course, the transparent guy mentioned the Raven. Those 1963 Raven with Karloff, Vincent Price, Peter Lorre, and Jack Nicholson.
Yes. What else is new, everybody? Gotta have something.
I don't know.
Oh, Joe's got a dilemma. And no matter how you look at it, big bucks, big bucks.
Well, yeah, and nobody's mentioning it. You don't want to talk about it, fine, folks. I brought it out, threw it out there to the table, but whatever, nothing to talk about, I guess.
I got two loose teeth, but the doctor says just because they're loose it doesn't mean you have to pull them. And I know I got at least 2 or 3 cavities because when I eat certain sweets, I could feel it on the tooth.
Well, another thing, one thing I wanted to mention, Danny, which I told you, the tooth that on the bottom, it's the last one as far back as you could go. That broke 30 years ago and is just dead. Yeah, it's not serving any purpose except, well, at least it's there for food to go against to chew with. It's just there. But anyway, all right. Also, it's close to a wisdom tooth, he said, and people, I'm worried that if he takes the back one way on the bottom out, if somebody extracts that, I'm worried that it might wake up and stir up the wisdom tooth back there and have more problems with a wisdom tooth. That's why I'm worried about him. Don't go there rooting around and pull and changing anything. By the way, speaking of wisdom teeth, we talked about this yesterday, and Danny tells me that he actually does not have any wisdom teeth. He never had them?
No, not everybody gets wisdom teeth, but I got more common sense than you.
Well, here's the thing. If you had no wisdom teeth, that explains a lot of things about you.
I'm afraid that stupidity always brings out the worst in me.
Stupidity?
Yes, stupidity.
Now I understand. You have no wisdom. I knew
it. You hear Joe on the phone discussing his teeth. It's like he's talking to me like in an hour they're going to execute him. You know what I mean? He's on death row.
That's his interpretation, his thinking of this.
Yeah. The guy stresses himself out. It's
a stressful situation. It's not about execution. It's a talking about. I can't stand that. Like, why isn't anything simple? I went there and the idea was going to be either he was going to tell me that the top tooth had to be crowned or it was going to be pulled. That's what I thought he was going to say. Then he comes up with this other thing. No, it's a bottom one in the back you got to do. Now I got 3 things to think about. And I'm like, which one is the best? Should I spend all the money getting the back one pulled out? Is that really going to solve the problem with the top? And then if it don't, now I pulled it for nothing. And now there's all these things to think about. What's the route to go?
There's nothing to think about. A crown is $5,000 to pull your tooth is $420.
No, a crown is not $5,000 all the time. It's not. Okay, sometimes it's $2,000 at the most. It's $1,500, $1,600, $1,700.
They're not guaranteed. They don't guarantee them.
You could say whatever you want. I've had a crown in my mouth, luckily, since 1983.
You're lucky. I have one last year.
I just turned 64 years old. I've had that a crown in my mouth since I'm 21. Now, I'm not saying it's going to last forever. I keep waiting every year. Is this the year? Is this the year? Eventually it's going to fall out or off or whatever.
I tell you, just get freaking false teeth, uppers and lowers, and you won't have to see a dentist no more the rest of your life.
Yep, I still am a little congested. I'm doing better overall, but it's interesting that he can tell that I'm congested. Isn't that interesting? Yeah, I'm a little congested. So what do you want to do? You want me to sign a notary public or something? What do you want me to do? Peter Frampton is 76 today. Yeah. I don't need anything by Peter Frampton. Show "Baby, I Love Your Way" and "Show Me the Way," and I like his version of "Signed, Sealed, Delivered" too. I'm Yours. That's it. That's all I need by him.
I know Frampton comes alive is one of the best albums.
I'll bet you don't know any songs on there except the 2 hits.
No, I don't know the names of the songs because I haven't played the album in 20 years.
Yeah, Transparent One is asking about that's my nickname for you. Asking about Heaton, and I really don't follow him anymore, so I really don't know anything about that. And Marcus is here. Good morning.
Good morning, Marcus.
Good morning, Marcus.
Love you, bro.
They're putting extra ethanol in the gas starting May 1. Go fill your gas tank. What is that? What's the point of that? I don't know. Try to understand.
Well, ethanol is corn-based gas.
Oh, okay. So
supposedly, as far as the older cars, it can gum up the car. My Toyota's next year will be 31 years. I never had a problem with ethanol. You know, I have a Toyota Avalon, but supposedly, you know, it affects the fuel injectors and stuff like that. You know, sticky. You know, but I don't think it's a big deal.
What's that gonna? It's not gonna hurt us.
No, it's supposed to gum up your engine, but today's engines, if you buy a new car, you don't have to worry about ethanol.
Still congested, yeah. And my girlfriend told me last night, she says, I think I'm getting your cold. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, you know. Yeah, I can tell I'm still congested. I still hear it in my ears, like when I talk. You know, it's like, you know, enough of it. It's been a week. It's been a week now. I have not seen If You Could See What I Hear. My car runs on carbonated vegetables. Yeah. Sure.
I only know. Do you hear what I hear?
No Christmas. No Christmas. Come on, man.
Yeah, it's around the corner. It really is around the corner.
It is. It is, man. It's amazing how a year is nothing, Danny. It's going to be May. I remember Christmas. I remember going to Maine for Christmas like it was 2 weeks ago, and we're almost into May.
Yeah.
5 months.
Yeah.
By the way, I know everybody's looking forward to Ringo's album. Here I go talking about Beatles now. Ringo's album. Everybody looking forward to it Friday? I know. I saw Ringo on Jimmy Kimmel. Luckily, I watched it on YouTube, so I didn't have to sit through his ridiculous monologues. But Ringo, he looks good, but he I can tell he's getting old. He's old. You can tell now. That's not a criticism. That's a observation.
Yeah.
You know, educated observation from somebody who's followed him for so long.
No, nobody wants to see him get old, you know.
Well, hey, look, if we were Danny, if you and I were half as good as he is, about to be 86.
If you would have waited till next year, 65, you would have had to pay that $192 because Medicare covers cleaning and X-rays twice a year, so you can go every 6 months to dentist, and there's no charge. If the fillings is different, Medicare don't pay for that unless you have a dental rider. You know, you could like 25. I used to have it $25 a month, and they cover.
Now, do you mean to say, gee, Joe, it's unfortunate that this happened now because in a year you could have did the Medicaid? Or do you mean you should have waited? You shouldn't have gone. You should have waited. Which one do you mean?
Well, you're not going to go back. I know you're going to postpone this.
No.
You can. Many months are going to pass by from today's date.
I don't know what you're talking. If I'm in pain, I'm going to do it.
To the dentist and make a decision. You're going to hold, especially if the tooth don't bother you anymore.
You think you know me and you don't know me. The first thing is, of course, idiot. Of course, he's being stupid again, so I got to call it out. Of course, if I'm in pain, I'm going to go. Okay. And the other thing is, I'm waiting to talk to the oral surgeon soon. Okay, he's going to call me today, or his secretary is. And I asked you a question, and again, answer the damn question, because you made a dumb comment again, possibly. You said you should have waited. If you waited to next year, then it wouldn't cost you anything, $192. I'm asking you, are you saying I shouldn't have gone? I should have stuck it out and waited, or you think, gee, it's too bad that this happened now because next year you could have got it for nothing? Which one do you mean?
Well, you should have got a cord. You should have got a rope, tied around your tooth, put it on the doorknob, and slam the door. That would solve
everything shtick with this guy. He doesn't want to be serious. The bottom line is, it's ridiculous of you to say you should have waited. No, you're the type of guy to save $192. You would sit there and spend a year in agony down to the pulp and root of your tooth just to save $192. You're the kind of guy that would do that.
I got great painkiller. It's called gabapentin.
Yeah, that does things to you. You shouldn't be taking that.
Oh, I have to.
Yeah. Morning, Robert P.
Joe was talking about on these past chats. Joe was talking about natural remedies for this and for that. In the meantime, he's popping Tylenol like it's fucking gumdrops.
Actually, no, I'm not doing it like it's. Oh, don't exaggerate again. I'm not doing it like it's. I'm not taking it like it's gumdrops. I only do it when it's necessary, you know, unlike these other celebrities and people that take all kinds of drugs. Okay, you can take 6 Tylenol a day. I try to get by with like 2, and that's it. And then like I haven't had pain in 2 days, so I don't take it. So I take it when I need it. And as far as your thing about, yes, I believe in natural remedies and stuff like that, there's not a hell of a lot you can do for a toothache when it's down to the root. You know what I mean? Nothing you can do about that. You got to get the tooth pulled or get a root canal or something. You know, you're not going to go in there and go to the store and buy, I mean, clothes and things like that will give you momentary relief just for the moment, but it's not going to cure it. Okay.
Well, you said the same thing about my chest pain. You said, there's natural cures.
I never said.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm going to find it in the chat.
I've never said that there's a natural cure for your chest pain. Never said it. Do you know what? I'm going to keep muting you. Like, finish it. Do you know why? Because I don't know of any. It's impossible. There is none that I know of. I don't see anything. What the hell are you going to do to fix your chest pain? I don't know of anything.
Gabapentin. I already told you.
I said natural. Jesus, this guy's so thick. He's the thickest freaking guy on the planet. That's why he says, you know, Joe, we should do like 2 of these. We should do 2 a week. I said, Danny, I can't take you. I can't take you twice a week anymore.
Joe's thinking about changing the time, time slot.
Yeah, some people, because look, I personally love doing this in the morning. I love the idea. Get up, get a cup of tea or a cup of coffee or whatever. Hold on a minute. Do your show together with Danny. People get ready for work. Let's go. But the problem is there's people like on the West Coast that I had one guy that told me, you know, it's 5 o'clock in the morning or 4 o'clock in the morning where I am. He goes, I can't get up and just to come on here. And so, I mean, I don't know what to do with the timing. Let's put it that way. We might get more people if we do it later.
I don't know if I said good morning, Robert P. How are you? You're still on vacation. You got how many weeks left? 1.5?
Okay, let's see what we got here. Ringo has made me a lot more worried about the biopics. It's going to be riddled in inaccuracies. He said that once he gave way that this is a movie as opposed to documentary, he became less uptight. Whatever. I don't expect much from those movies, and I really don't care about them either until it happens. It's not supposed to come out till 2028, which is it's a long wait.
People should worry about their own life and their family. That's it. Not only
okay.
don't even know who they are.
Yeah, sure. And you're always the guy that's sitting here and you're going, "Oh, did you know the facts? Did you know that so and so got autoimmune disease and died in 1962? Did you know such and such?" You're the one that's always talking about people's lives.
I was watching another program yesterday. A very interesting story that I had watch later from YouTube. Watch later, so I was going through to watch to see if I could find something. So I watched this documentary about this guy that was a singer, the soul music, a black man, and he joined the Spinners, okay, and he got very famous with the Spinners.
Rubber Band Man.
In 1984, he was having a concert. This is after he left the Spinners, and he had a lot of trouble because he never regained his career after leaving the Spinners. Okay, he was on stage and his microphone dropped to the ground. He went over and he fell into the audience. He died while singing.
Ah.
That's a true story. Unbelievable. And nobody went to his funeral, his wake, like that. Only a couple people. This guy was forgotten. He's a legend. He made the Spinners what they were.
Yeah.
But he's not the guy saying "I'll be around" or games people play or Rubber Band Man. There's other songs that he was the lead vocalist for. Very interesting.
Prior to Ringo finding out it was a movie and not a documentary thing, he was less uptight, and he was trying to correct all the mistakes until he found out that it was an actual film. Yeah, there's going to be mistakes in it because people There's inaccuracies already. I saw one. I saw them filming a scene where they're arriving in New York, and they're waving record albums, and one of them is A Hard Day's Night, the red cover from the U.S. That wasn't released yet. They didn't make A Hard Day's Night yet. Stuff like that. Yeah, YouTube has all the answers. Transparent Man says Ringo's interfering with the biopic. I bet the whole project will get shelved. I don't think it will. This is the best time slot for me on the other side of the world. Well, that's what happens, You can't please everybody. That's the biggest problem. Look. Well, here's the thing. Nobody picked up on it. Nobody picked up on it. Of course, I didn't order a salad. Of course not. I don't care. That was a joke. The video that I did with my friend Lou, he ordered a burger, fries, and an orange drink. And then I said, I'll just have a salad. And I put on there loud a library track of a female laughing. So I sit there and I say, I'll have a salad. You hear this woman go, that's supposed to be the joke. Like, yeah, right. Sure you did. Yeah. And because I don't mind making fun of myself. But the thing is,
wait a minute. Wait, you showed Lou's menu, but you didn't show your own.
I know I didn't. Damn right I didn't.
I wanted to see yours.
Okay, I'll show you mine. I know you're looking for it. But anyway, 3 weeks in Tennessee now, North Carolina next. I can get together with Brad, and I guess.
Very good. Very good. Enjoy.
Of course, Transparent Guy says there's no way the Ringo film will deal with the George and Maureen story, which is very important. It's not that important. But yeah, talking about when George, shagged Ringo's wife, Maureen. Yep, that's a true story. But anyway, Piccolina, what's going on? Piccolina Cat.
Piccolina. What's up?
A gin-soaked Q-tip on the tooth numbs the pain for a while. But what do you do when it's down into the core, inside, on the core of the root?
I told Joe. I told him to get a pint of whiskey. Okay, you slush it in your mouth for a while, spit it out. It gives you temporary relief. It's better than having nothing,
Yep. Hello, Chauncey Phillips, by the way. And I also want to say to Peter, look, I haven't said this yet. Enough with the Queen. Enough. I don't care about the Queen, and 1 or 2 is all right. I'm not interested in the Queen. And the thing you did with Don, hold on, the thing you did with Don from the record store, he's standing up like he's 6 feet tall, when he's like 4 foot something and hunched over. So it doesn't. That was a bad one.
It's still funny, Joe. You got no sense of humor.
Peter, again, I love idiots like that. You don't agree with me. You don't agree with me on something that's funny, so you have no sense of humor, right? Meanwhile, here's a guy who hates Laurel and Hardy telling me I have no sense of humor.
Wait a minute, Peter. Send me some videos with Alice Cooper. That'd be awesome. My favorite musician. Hey, Chauncey Phillips. Wait a minute. I heard Chauncey Phillips. Hello, Chauncey. I want to know if you're the leaker.
Danny, I told you a little earlier in here, don't talk about that here on my channel. And yet he does it again. Now, my girlfriend, when I tell her about it, she goes, I don't know why you do this with him. The guy, he's going to keep on doing this. He doesn't think, he has no filter. I said, I know, but I do it anyway. I don't want to talk about that here. Do you understand?
I understand for a short period of time. Rubber Band Man. I ain't seen the Spinners. I got the stubs. I got the stub. Me and Robin seen the Spinners at Bel Air Mountain. There was only one original member. He was an old guy, But after that, I don't know. It could have been a few years. He passed away, But what a great show! I love the Spinners, man. I got that 45. I bought that when I was young. I'll be around. I played that song a fucking 1,000 times, man.
Yeah, they got a few good songs.
Yeah, I love that 45.
You're gonna blow my nose, man. This is terrible congestion.
But that's it. That's the guy, Walkman. That's the guy. There's a documentary about him. Unbelievable. he sang soul, you know, and we go the gospel. He had a gospel sound like that, and somebody suggested that he leave the Spinners, and he did, and then he never regained his, you know, his fame after leaving the Spinners, and he actually died on stage. People thought when they caught him in the audience, they thought it was part of you know, the concerts, you know, but he went into cardiac arrest and passed away. You know,
All right,
very,
all right, gloomy Danny. Enough with this.
no, very interesting. No, wait a minute, Gloomy, you're telling me about this family, is this guy and
Enough. We're talking about here. I got you all muted. We're talking here about a live stream, Danny. What comes out on the live stream is gloom and doom. That's what I'm talking about. But you're not too bright. You're not too bright, so you can't understand the difference.
it ain't
Private stuff we're talking about.
I think the guy for a moment.
What?
At least for a moment, this guy is being remembered. I watched the documentary last night.
Danny, it's time for you to give us "I Love You, Joe." He never does that because he doesn't love me anymore.
No. I rather say I love you to a tick.
Yeah, I know. Because I tell you, and this whole thing. Enough with this, man. And the thing I don't understand, I don't think he's appreciating this either anymore. You know, to tell you the truth.
Oh, Peter, especially the last one you did, where Tim is in the car like that. You know, if he sees that, he's gonna get pissed off.
Yeah,
man.
that's bullshit. You want to know the truth? I'm telling you, Pete. I like you and everything. That's bullshit, man.
You know, you can't run over the Queen. You know,
and you know, I don't think he appreciates it, and that's why I haven't been commenting on it, to tell you the truth. And I don't know why. With all the topics there are out there, all the subjects you could talk about, why is a person so focused on a couple of YouTubers like the YouTube? I don't understand that. There's so many other topics. I don't understand. Anyway, look at this guy. It was hilarious, was it? Look at this guy. Tommy Cooper died on stage on live TV. It was hilarious. Everyone thought it was part of the act.
yeah.
Is that the magician guy, the funny guy, or something?
Yeah, I'd seen something a long time ago. There's people that died on stage, and
Yeah,
there was no motion picture or anything like that. It's just you know, showing still photographs, you know. But yeah, shit happens. Even Tiny Tim, he didn't die on stage, but he had a major heart attack on stage, and he never recovered from that. You know.
You should stop being annoying to me.
Tiny Tim was awesome. I remember way back when he was around, you know, 'cause I was born in '56. I remember in the '60s, you know, he had a song, Tiptoe Through the Tulips and stuff like that. You want to get a great album, or you could
You have
probably
a lot of deep cuts by him you like?
Oh, I don't know all the songs, but let me tell you something. There's an album called God Bless Tiny. I don't go by that, Joe. I don't go by trying to remembering all the songs. It's way too much. I don't even do that anymore. I'm lucky if I can remember my wife's name.
Yeah.
But God Bless Tiny Tim is a great album, man. And if he wanted to, when he was alive, he could sing very well.
There's a version of him. I've said this of him doing Earth Angel on TV, and I think it's a great version until he gets stupid at the end. But still,
but that was his gimmick, you know, like anything else.
Yeah, I know it was his gimmick. Help me, Lord.
Oh, I was watching something. I was going to send it to you. I said, no, he's going to get pissed off. Tony Clifton. You know who Tony Clifton was?
Yeah, unfunny as hell.
Tony Clifton was supposed to be Andy Kaufman, but I don't believe that, you know. He was on the Merv Griffin show. I remember the Merv Griffin show way back in the '70s. It was a great show. It was on in the evening. I think 8:30 in the evening. You know, great show. You know, and he was on there. Tony Clifton, aka Andy Kaufman. Yeah, Tiny Tim. You know, I seen a open casket shot of him. He's got his violin. I don't know if it's a violin or a fiddle. You know, on his chest. You know, he's laying in the coffin. It looks like he's sleeping. Unbelievable, man.
He loves talking about death on
No,
screen. He loves it, man.
I didn't even go up to see my brother. He had an open casket. I did not go up to see my brother. I don't remember. I don't want to remember him like that. So I was way back. You know.
Well, maybe in the next zombie movie they make, you'll see him again. Maybe
It's not even funny. It's not even funny.
he'll come back to life. Maybe for you.
Oh, somebody said. Wait a minute. Somebody said I missed it because Joe. Somebody said that. There's only mystery train. There's only one living munchkin left from the West. Yeah, that would be Joe.
Yeah, yeah. Gee, what do you know? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, yeah.
That'd be Joe.
Yeah, that's Mr. Munchkin to you, Baldy. Very good work. Very good work. But I wasn't in the Wizard of Oz, so that didn't work.
A.M. I'll get you, my pretty, and you don't talk too.
Grow up already.
Oh man, so that fucking movie is fantastic.
Yeah, it's a great movie, but enough is enough with it.
And we gotta hear your Ben-Hur 100 times a week.
Ben-Hur has won 11 Academy Awards, one of the greatest movies ever made.
Boring film. It's on TV.
Yeah, no, you can't. Your limited brain capacity can't handle that movie. You need something like you need a child's movie like The Wizard of Oz. You can't handle anything.
TV now every week.
The Mummy Shroud is a bore. It's a boring movie. Hammer movie. That's all I could say about it. I haven't seen it in a long time, but I don't remember it was dull as dishwater. But I don't know. Let me know what you think of it. See it anyway.
You want it? Oh, I got it at the door.
That's my opinion.
Yeah, sure.
Now, before you ask Danny, I'm going to answer this. That's one of my favorite songs of all time. I bought the 45 back in the day. I was in 8th grade, and when I went from 8th grade into high school, we had little autograph books and it said favorite song, and I wrote right back where we started from.
Yeah, you know, I might have that in the collection. I'm not sure, but I didn't go out and buy the 45. Midnight at the Oasis. I bought that one. Remember that one?
Yes, I do.
The Morning After from the Poseidon Adventure.
Yes, that's a good one.
Great song.
You don't remember right back where we started from?
I know the song, but I don't know if I have it or not. I don't have it on 45. It might be in the collection.
Exactly, Lemonhead.
Yeah,
great
sure.
Song. Great song. Great single. And no, I do not know every song by Maxine Nightingale. It had the one hit wonder right back where we. However, back when I was listening to all kinds of records, I had the album that has that on it. I listened to the whole album, and she actually did a cover version of a song called "Bless You" from John Lennon. Maxine Nightingale, who did right back where we started from.
Yeah. Yeah, now I was mentioning the other day, both Dan Seals and Dash Croft, they're both gone now. Crofts died the other day, so Seals and Crofts is no longer, but they were great. Remember Summer Breeze or Diamond Girl? Oh man, that's some good shit. Hummingbird.
You mean Diamond Girl, Seals and Crofts?
Yeah, sure.
Well, now there's 2 songs I know I like by them.
Yeah, and Hummingbird, that's a song. As soon as you hear that song, you're going to know what it is.
Yeah, Dorothy Stand-In just turned 107.
Yeah.
Danny, do you own a leisure suit?
No, I own I don't know what a leisure suit is. I own one where I got married in, but I don't know if it's a leisure suit. I don't wear those suits. You know, I wear plain clothes. What the hell was I wear a fucking tie and choking you to death?
Yeah, how come the tooth fairy only comes after the tooth is out? Should fix them. No, well, when your tooth comes out, it's a good. They do fix them. I know you're kidding around, but you're making a joke. But the thing is, when a tooth comes out for a child, it's got a new adult tooth coming in. That's a good thing. It's a good thing to lose teeth as a kid. There you go.
Yeah.
Man, Danny, did you like HR Puff and stuff?
No. I I wasn't a person to collect. The only thing I collected when I was younger is music, to play, But Richard James, I love you, bro. Nope.
Danny, guess what? When you're healthy, you're wealthy. Fact.
That's right.
Ain't that true?
I hope there's no more questions to me because I gotta let the dog out.
Nah, let Robin do that.
She might have napped off. We got up early this morning. I was up like after 5 o'clock.
All right, I'll man the ship without this guy.
Yeah, I gotta get my coffee anyway.
All right, Daddy needs
coming,
to go
Mama.
and walk his mutts. Or let them out, I should say.
Yeah, if it was nice weather, I leave the door open, the patio door, so they can go out, but I can't.
Sure.
Oh. What's the matter, Bubble? You want to go pee-pee? Yeah, I can tell you.
I hear somebody upstairs. Don't people go to school or work anymore? Try my girlfriend blowing a trombone. All right. I'll sit here until Danny comes back or until somebody has a comment. Absolutely. Absolutely. I think people should get another chance at teeth. So that they have another chance. Yeah. Diamond girl. Doo, doo. I hear Robin back there, so if Robin's back there, she should be able to let the dogs out. All right, I'm going to put the mute on because I don't know what she's going to talk about or say. Yeah, James, I talked about that already, but what can I say? They're much better than I was, but I still am congested, as you may hear. I have to hear this. I don't know that by the title. We may never pass this way again. I have to hear the song in order to know it. The title doesn't, Yeah, good question, Mick64. I think these days everybody works from home, which is pathetic when you rent. You rent an apartment instead of the neighbor going out for like 8 hours. You got to deal with them. Okay. Danny taking a cigarette break. Well, this is a question. If I have to choose between the song In the Year 2525 or Love Grows Where My Rosemary Goes, they're both good songs, so it's hard to pick one. I'm going to actually pick Love Grows Where My Rosemary Goes, only because it's more consistent. I like both songs.
Yeah, Love Grows is much better.
There you go. Yep.
Come on.
Yeah, we taking a cigarette break?
Yeah.
Yeah. You are,
Hello,
right?
Texas.
Oh, yes. I'm purging things other than records. Absolutely. Sure am.
Come on.
Get rid of lots of stuff.
Yeah, and then he collects a lot of stuff, so everything balances out to the same amount.
Doesn't balance out. This guy's a pea brain as usual. If I buy like one in 10 things, I used to buy, say, 10 of 10 things I used to buy. Now I buy 1 in 10. How does that balance anything out?
Well, wait till you gotta move all that shit. First of all, you can't do it.
Yeah, I can do it.
No, because you don't know when you're moving. It could be 3 years from now.
What's your point? Okay. You have, besides your head, what's the point?
You're going to have movers come in, box everything up.
So what? I had movers come in last time I moved here. So
wait, you go.
No. They don't box everything up. They don't touch my shit. I box everything up. They move it.
Wow. Yeah, believe me, you got a lot of shit.
Oh, gee, I didn't know that. I didn't know that, Danny. Thank you for letting me know that I got a lot of stuff. I didn't know
So
that.
you have to use some company to move you. You can probably get in your tractor trailer.
No, I know all about it, Danny. I'm all aware of it. There's going to be less stuff to move when the time comes than there is now. So it's all
You know,
right.
and it's going to cost a lot of money to move.
Yeah, he on and on he goes. He goes. I got it covered. It cost me a lot of money last time I moved here. We did it. Now we'll
Yeah.
do it again. Not a problem.
Wait a minute. It's 13, 14 years later. So if
Yeah.
you paid 2,000 back then, you're going to pay 4,000, 5,000, maybe more now.
Whatever, Danny. I'm not. You're the one who's worried about. I'm obsessed with cash and money.
This is
You're
conversation.
obsessed with money. You're worried about money. I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried about it.
Conversation. That's all.
You know, you're always trying to needle the money thing. That's why you keep going on and on and on.
No, I'm just saying. You know, you got a lot of shit.
Yeah, say it again, Danny. Say it again. Yeah, okay, thank you. Thank you. Everybody realized I got a lot of shit around here. I didn't know that. I'm so glad I got this rocket scientist to point that out to me.
Love grows.
Yeah, I don't think we need that Danny version. No, 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 no. No way. We are house hunting here in Tennessee for a winter getaway.
I don't blame you, Robert P. You know what I mean? I don't blame you. Enjoy yourself. Whatever time you got left.
Oh, there you go. That's nice of you. But anyway, days we left behind are Hey Jude. That's a ridiculous question. Hey Jude, of course.
Hey Jude is too long, man. That should have been a 3.5 minute song.
Yeah, I hear you, Jick Magger. I'm not gonna put the comment up, but I hear you.
Yeah, we know. We know. I like if they put stuff up with me. I love it. I love it. It could be anything, you know, as long as I'm not shooting.
I like Elvis, but Elvis did a lousy version of Hey Jude. He got the words wrong too. I'll give you that he does a good version of something. I think he gets the words wrong on that too. By the way, but I like his version of something. But
how can you record a song and get the lyrics wrong?
Yep, exactly. I'm buying much less, but of course, you get guys out there. They still like to try to make something out of nothing. Like Danny. There you go. I think you're right about this, James Farley.
James, you're already in deep shit, so keep it cool.
Well, see, still look at that. What a nasty guy. Will Danny ever purge cigarettes? Impossible.
Chelsea Phillips would think of something like that. No, I'm not. I'm gonna go from cigarettes to marijuana. You know what I mean? It's illegal now.
If you could do only one show, which would you choose, Beatles or movies? Well, I would. If you're asking me right now, it would be Beatles because my channel is bigger, much bigger on the Beatles channel. I wouldn't give that up. If you're asking me in general, if I was to start again, I don't know. Still Beatles, probably. Movies are right there, Ringo was always screwing up the lyrics. No, John Lennon was always screwing up the lyrics. Ringo did screw up. I feel like it don't come easy in Bangladesh.
The other day, Monday, he has the live chat, the movie chat. Okay, he's on there solo, and he tells everybody, "Well, I didn't watch anything."
Right.
So how are you supposed to have a movie chat if you didn't watch anything?
Because that's not all it's a movie chat. See, only an idiot like this guy could watch the movie chat every week for years and not realize that we don't just talk about movies we've seen. We talk recently, the last week, we talk about movies from all time and stuff. So this guy's just trying to do shtick. He's trying to.
No. I'm serious. You have to prepare yourself. There's no shtick. I'm talking the truth.
I did mention the two Blondie movies by the comedy series, not the music that Blondie, the comedy series Blondie that I kind of saw.
4D man saved your ass.
Yeah, whatever, Danny. Okay. We're going to stop these stupid comments, Richard James, you asked. I enjoy the music channel, but I strongly believe talking movies is your strong point. As much as you know the Beatles, I feel you shine when talking film. Well, that's amazing to hear you say that, because I think just the opposite. I think when I talk Beatles, I come across good. When I talk about movies, I'm struggling to say something. But hey, that shows you everybody looks at it different. Okay. I appreciate that.
I think you need glasses.
See, this idiot, I think you need glasses. He just got done saying talking you do with your ears. You hear.
No, I'm talking about what's his name, Jagger. Yeah, he says he's going by your expressions. He needs glasses.
He's not going by expressions. What are you talking about? How stupid are you, man? Look at this. I enjoy the music channel, but I believe talking, blah, 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 talking movies is your strong point. As much as you know the Beatles, I feel you shine when talking, blah, 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 film, okay? And you say, well, I think you need, and this idiot says, I think you need glasses. And I'm going, no, I think you need a hearing aid is what it is. I think you need a brain. Okay. That's what I think you need.
I'm afraid that stupidity always brings out the worst in me.
Stupidity?
Yes.
Stupidity.
Why do I have to waste my time outwitting morons?
Danny, you I don't know. You come here and it's always the same shtick with you. Always.
No, I was invited here. You knew I was coming.
Now, I was invited here. You knew I was coming.
Yeah, sure.
That's right.
I'm impressed with the way you can recall the release year of films. Yeah, I have a good memory for dates. I do. Yeah, have you ever taken up painting?
No, my wife takes up painting. She painted the 4 walls here in the kitchen.
I don't think that's the kind of painting he's talking about. You were going to say something, but you probably don't remember. We're going to try to do another quip, but I think you probably forgot.
Yeah, Robin loves to paint.
He doesn't remember what he was going to say.
Yeah, sure. Should Richard Dolan go to Liverpool? I tell you, if he had the money, he'd go.
Thank you, Jick Magger. I appreciate it. And thank you, Peter. I appreciate it too. I mean, I know what you're saying, both of you, but, you know, I missed something here, but blah, blah. It's not what I'm laughing at. I'm laughing at another comment coming up.
How did I meet Robin? Very carefully.
Make it a short story if you're going to tell it.
No, I'm not telling no story.
You know my. Okay, good.
I told the story 100 times, and then you cut me off. I ain't telling it no more.
All right.
I met Robin through Robin Williams.
It tells me anyway.
No, actually, Robin, one time,
I was 17.
she rented the top floor of my house in Walden, but I knew her. I was good friends with her husband.
Hey.
And Robin, you know, we used to party together. Robin had so much. Robin had 3 children. She wasn't the type to spark up joints.
Yeah, you got COVID?
And so I knew her for a long time. And then when I got my computer, my nephew's son set me up on Facebook. So I said, what am I going to put on Facebook that's interesting? You know, that people will see and like. You know. So the only thing I could think of was this picture here. Okay. Now, before I married Robin, her name was Robin Williams, spelled exactly the same. So when I posted this picture on Facebook, I put it public, okay? And a friend of mine, James Adamak, he he put a like on it.
Which was a mutual
And
friend.
then what happened? Robin seen it, and then we started talking. You know, we started talking, and I hadn't seen her for 17 years, and she used to.
I lived in Maryland.
She lived in Maryland, and we even went there, me and Jimbo, to see Robin.
I like Somebody to Love 100 times better than Happy Together.
You see how he cut me off?
Yep.
I don't know where he cut me off. That's why I don't like to say anything anymore.
You made your story.
I didn't make my point. You don't
I
fucking know.
do have to laugh at something. The transparent one asks,
You're just jealous. You wish you had Robin.
no. Hey, nothing against Robin. I am very lucky and very blessed to have my girl. Okay, don't even
My
go there.
girl, talking about my girl.
You watch yourself. I am blessed beyond belief to have who I have. Nobody has a girl like I do. Anyway, so the transparent one asks a question which is very interesting. Why is McCartney hiding his son? Now, I think he means Benedict. You talking about Benedict McCartney? Because, I mean, he has a son, James. I don't know if you're talking about hiding James McCartney or Benedict. For those who don't know, Benedict was born as Beatrice. And, he's got a son now called Benedict, or Ben, I think. And, James. Okay, well, in case you don't know, he's hiding Benedict. Well, nobody even knows that he's got another son. But I think that's, in all respect to Benedict, I think it's because he wants to kind of stay out of the limelight. It's his own choice, really. Hey, that's Baby. That's Baby. Let me see Baby.
It's not Baby. It's Lola.
Yes, it is Baby. I can tell now.
No, it ain't. It's Lola. Don't tell me my own. That's Lola funny. What?
Yes, that's true. Transparent one. That is the case. You didn't know that? Yeah. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I'm just telling you what. McCartney, he never talks about it. Is Danny's favorite Ringo song "Lipstick Traces on a Cigarette"? I'm sure he's never heard it.
No, I never heard that song. I tell you what, I heard of Dave Mason. There's a good album that he
passed away. Seriously.
What?
I thought Dave Mason passed away.
No. No, he was ill for a while, and I see Wolfman says R.I.P. Dave Mason. Yeah, that guy was fantastic. That guy, I remember We Just Disagree. There's an album he did called Let It Flow. Great album by Dave Mason, Let It Flow. There's others too, but that stands out as an album I played a lot.
Did I do the Walls and Bridges countdown the other day? No, I wasn't asked. No. Dinner with Greedo did it. Listening as I walk the side of this mountain. Very nice. I never see you streaming from the school anymore. No, I don't. I still go up there. By the way, I was supposed to go up there last night. Luckily, it was canceled. But anyway, yeah, I don't do that anymore. I bring my phone and I watch videos and stuff. I usually watch Rachel or something up there, or do something, or talk to a friend. But I don't. Otherwise, I got to bring my laptop, put it in like a bag or a case, and bring it up there. But the thing is, that's one of the things I was thinking of, by the way, changing the show to. If Danny and I agree to do it, we might wind up doing it Tuesday at like 7 p.m. Eastern. We might.
No, I'm not going to do it from that detention center.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. Your fingers up like that all the time on the fucking phone and shit like that's annoying shit.
Boy, are you dumb? I give you the benefit of the doubt every other topic. I just got done telling you that I bring the laptop up there. That like I'm doing now. That doesn't require this. Well, you might need one of these or two of these.
You know what? Wait, while you were talking, I was reading comments. So whatever you said, I didn't hear anything.
About what?
Whatever you said, I didn't hear it.
About how silly you are because you sit there and tell me I'm going to be doing my finger.
trained. I do that with Robin. I don't want to hear something.
All right. Yeah, I believe. Yeah, okay. Yes, I do like Ringo's version of Hey Baby quite a bit. Yes, I do. Danny, were you in any clubs in high school?
Yeah, Breakfast Club with what's his name there? Ringwald.
Hello, Robert P. Have a great day.
Bye, Robert P. Take care. No, I wasn't. I was not.
I was in a lot of stuff like that.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, wait a minute.
Hey, going to take a leak.
That was a pretty quick leak. Danny, I love this. Come on, once a week, I nail you. Bam, I expose you. I love it.
Yeah, I told half a story. So on the playback, it's gonna.
That's half a story. That long story was only half of the story.
You gotta tell a story the way it is.
I thought you were finished with it. It sounded like you finished the story.
Anytime when you talk about a Laurel and Hardy episode, you go through the whole fucking thing like we watch.
By the way, speaking of Laurel and Hardy, you admitted that you saw Laurel and Hardy the other day. You enjoyed it.
No, I don't like it.
Yeah, see, don't you being an idiot now.
I think about it. I don't like it. It was called The Night Owl.
Night Owls.
Or Night Owls, whatever.
And that's one of the worst ones, in my opinion. So if you liked it, there's a lot better ones than that, even.
Yeah, but they're kind of dumb, though. They go to rob a house and they make all this fucking noise. The first thing you do is garbage cans go over, cans all over the place. And you got two idiots inside the house. One's probably a maid and the other one's a top official like that. And they play dumb. They play dumb. The guy says, "Oh, it's a cat." Laurel and Hardy go, "Meow, meow." Stupid shit. It's really stupid.
It's not as brilliant as Beavis and Butthead, right?
Oh, I love Beavis and Butthead. I love it.
Anyway, I don't know. Favorite toys. I liked a lot. I don't know. A lot of games. I like games, like board games.
Oh,
If they ain't going to get,
it's not a toy, but when I lived in New York City, my favorite thing was roller skates. You had the roller skates with the key in the front. You know, it would fit over your shoe, and you would turn the key, and the clamps would come in tight on the front of your shoes, and then you buckle them at the ankle. You know, a strap.
So basically, the whole idea, Danny, it's called comedy, right? Basically, the whole thing with Danny is that he doesn't like Laurel and Hardy. He always said that's because he didn't watch enough. He didn't. And you see, the guy doesn't cry all the time either, right?
I don't go out of my way. Yeah, he cried 3 times in that episode.
Yeah. It's funny as hell, right?
No, it's not funny.
I know. I'm setting myself up for this, but you put that dog up here, we're done.
Oh, Lola Falana. Yeah, I got Lola Falana here.
Throw It in a Hole is my favorite. Yeah, that's true. That's a good one, James.
Monopoly could be very long. I played Monopoly. It could be very
too long for you. I know you can't sustain that. But anyway, seriously though, because he likes to make money. That's all it's about. Time for you to do a video separately ranking the Connery films and the Roger Moore films. I got a little. That's one of my biggest videos. I think that might be my most watched video on the movie channel, the Bond rankings. You know. Oh, you don't like Laurel and Hardy or Beavis and Butthead. You don't like either one. Not my type of comedy.
Very good, Marcus.
But he also said Beavis and Butthead.
And Billy says, no, yeah, brand new key. Yeah, that's the kind of roller skates I had. They mentioned in Brand New Key by Melanie. Yeah, I like Melanie. Very good.
But should they do a film about Bela Lugosi's tour of Dracula? That's a very good idea for a movie there, a transparent one. I gotta admit that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure which one's which with that, but yeah, the one when they is that the one when they buy a boat, they try to repair a boat. Pretty good. Why did you change the thumbnail for today's show? Good question. Well, because Danny mentioned he was wondering. He think maybe people will be turned off and not watch because they think we're going to talk about bloody horror films.
Exactly.
So see, Danny said I never take his advice. I took his advice and I changed it.
Yep.
Do you like Martin and Lewis?
Yeah, they were a good team.
Well, but you can't get more silly and stupid than Dean Martin's characters. I mean, Jerry Lewis's characters.
Different people. Yeah, Jerry Lewis was funny as hell, but he was a bastard in real life.
Well, when will we get more Fab Gab? Well, the thing with that is it depends on what you consider Fab Gab, because Fab Gab used to just be specifically ranking songs on Beatles and solo albums, Beatle ranking shows. Now, Fab Gab could be just what we're doing, talking about the Beatles here or whatever. So there'll always be Fab Gabs coming. But if you're talking specifically about the ranking shows, I am going to do one, two I have in mind for this year that I'm going to do. I got two of them in mind already for ranking solo albums. Brand New Key is about a dog. Yeah, Danny thinks every song is about a dog. That's the joke here. James got his number. He knows. Right, James? You tell him. By the way, Danny, I thought you were going to contribute to one of my channels.
You can't when you're on a live chat. You can't do it.
Well, I have been on other shows I've done.
Well, I didn't get there yet. I told you yesterday.
Danny's second favorite movie is The Color of Money.
I never seen that. Was that with
I hate that movie. I hate it.
Paul Newman? No, I never watched that.
Tom Cruise, that annoying freaking character that he plays.
Don't like Tom Cruise. The only one is the one Rain Man. That's the only movie I enjoy Tom Cruise in.
I have to admit, I might join you there. He's very good in that one.
Yeah, he's probably very good at Mission Impossible, but I don't watch
Mission Impossible. I also liked I like Tom Cruise in Interview with the Vampire, actually, too.
I don't watch James Bond at all. I'm not interested in James Bond.
That's because you're not a man. All men watch James Bond.
They bore me.
They bore you. They got beautiful girls. They got nonstop action. How could action and
we ain't gonna get nothing. We're not gonna get anything. They're behind the screen.
Well, the transparent one says my favorite Laurel and Hardy short was the one where they are two sailors trying to pick up the chicks. That is funny. I think that's called. Is that Men of War? I think it's called Men of War. And it is funny as hell, man. And Dan, you got to keep watching. I'm telling you, you're gonna have a whole new opinion. No, we haven't discussed it yet, but hopefully Danny's going to try to hobble his way around my neck of the woods.
I told him he's got to take off 50 pounds.
Yeah, well, all right. Well, that's going to take a while. Well, that's silly that you have to wait for that to come to get together. You know.
No, that's a little sick. We're coming.
We're both going to give him a hug and a kiss on the cheek and give him some bacteria.
Give him some COVID.
It's worth it from Robin.
You see? There you go.
You're a Rain Man, yeah. Have you been still watching the first listen reaction as they've been going through the Dylan albums? I actually like that couple. They're fun to watch. However, I watched a couple of the Dylan ones. I think it's above them. I don't know. I'm only going by the ones I watched. I watched like Freewheeling, and I watched The Times They Are Changing. Those two I watched, and I think they were like they missed some points. They didn't. I don't know. So.
What's that one? You know, Rayman. If you think about the character, Dustin Hoffman. There's people like that can memorize anything. Look at that Mary Lou Henner.
Yeah.
She can remember. She can go back any year on any day and tell you what she was wearing and what she did.
I wonder if she remembers when I was 19 years old being with her. We got together, me and her.
Yeah,
we slept together. I wonder if she remembers that.
She has that. I forgot what kind of brain she has, but she can remember.
Yeah.
Every day.
Have I always been superstitious? Well, it depends how you want to look at it. There's some things I'm superstitious about, some things I'm not. I think it's a normal degree. And I've had that Sure, but not. I'm not like exceptionally superstitious.
I don't
But I
believe
am.
in that.
There you go. Look. Tell him, DJ. You tell him.
No, I don't like James
He's
Bond.
not a man's man. That's all it is
Doesn't
to
do
it.
anything for me.
I hear the raindrops on the window. Nothing like a beautiful April rainy, cold, wet day. I've never seen the movie Cocktail, nor have I seen Top Gun. So I gotta say, people have been telling me you gotta listen to the transparent one these days. And I'll be honest, you think I do, but I don't. But what I do is sometimes I'll bounce around. And I gotta tell you, some of the songs are good. Some of the choice of music I like. So I gotta say one thing about the transparent. We got good taste in music, and I know you agree with that,
Oh
Danny.
yeah, most definitely. Yeah, sure. Yeah,
And,
he has a great radio station when he's on.
and I got to admit, some of the taking the piss on the times when I do hear a clip or two, sometimes people say this is funny. You got to hear it. I got to say, some of them are funny. I got to give credit with it, but what are you gonna do?
Yeah, he calmed down a lot. The transparent one, he calmed down a lot. Which is good. But yeah, music is great. Yep.
Hmm. But yeah, I don't want to say some of the things I found funny, but some of them are funny, man. I got to
Yeah.
say.
Well, freedom of speech.
But I mean, I can't listen to all of that all the time. It's 2 hours sometimes. That stuff. Yeah, it's true.
Well, you can break it up. You break it up. You watch a half hour and you go
Yeah.
back. You know.
Oh, do you got a crowbar?
Do I got a crowbar? Yeah, I do.
Where is it?
Oh, but I did.
On a shelf in a plastic tote with stuff to do laminated floors.
Okay.
Don't get it wet and rusty.
I'm waiting for the couple to finally put up the reaction to Imagine. I want to see the woman not want to admit the greatness of some of the songs, since there's a bit of a Lennon McCartney rivalry. I remember she always says, "I love Paul, oh Paul, Paul." But then there's times when she came around to John. If you watch everything, she did come around to John. Yeah, I didn't know what her name was. The guy's name is Vito. That's weird for an Asian guy, Vito. And her name is, I can't say that. Jarim. Yeah. Got quiet.
Yeah, sure.
And the girlfriend's off today, so I don't have to run out of here. But I don't like the shows to go much longer than 2 hours anyway. I'm trying to decide if I should go to the doctor and get an antibiotic. I mean, I'm feeling better. I still am congested though. I'm taking Mucinex tablets. Mucinex helps get the stuff up. Oh, here we go. Here you go. Here we go, Danny. Here we go.
Well, yeah, it could be for you, James Foley, because everybody threw you out of all the other ones.
Oh shit. I got to say one thing for James. He's more generous than you are with his donations. I got to say that.
Yeah, sure.
Yep.
You're a bad boy, James.
I thought there was no such thing as a bad boy. I don't agree with that, by the way, Rachel, if you're listening. I don't agree with that. There's most certainly are bad.
Oh, yeah, evil, too. Evil.
Will McCartney's new album be as good as Egypt Station? I don't know. Itchy Bum. I don't know. Hopefully it's better than Egypt Station, because I mean I like some of Egypt Station, but not a lot.
Yeah, sure. Now you gotta wait another month for Paul's album to come out. That's torture.
Why? You care?
No.
Oh, I don't have any Looney Tunes cartoon DVDs. I don't.
Looney
Plenty of
Tunes.
evil people out there. More nice though.
I don't know, man. The world's getting bad.
Do I ever miss Talk More Talk? I enjoy talking Beatles solo. So yeah, there were times when I would like to talk. I always like talking with Ken Michaels, and Ken Michaels, I have him on my channel. I had him. We did a show with him recently, talking about, I think, Wings at the Speed of Sound was. I think he was on that one. There you go. See, look at that. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for your consideration, James. That's very nice of you.
Patreon money.
Come on, transparent one, knock that off. But anyway, it's shocking that you mentioned Itchy Bum first. It's like picking Love You Too from Revolver. Revolver, as far as I'm concerned, my least favorite of Revolver is I Want to Tell You. And I know that's not very popular to say that. I don't like Graceland, the album. Nope.
I like it.
What's going on, John?
Good morning, John.
I still say the world is worse today than it was, and that's how I feel about it. And whatever, I mean, I've been around. There are things that are better today than yesterday, but very few. I mean, it's great that you don't have to eat. There's no smoking everywhere. That's great. It's great that you have ATM machines to easily get your cash wherever you go. Great. But the thing is, at the same time, though, the other side is you get ripped off a lot, compromised a lot when you get your information with the skimmer. So
don't use ATMs. You don't need to. You go into the fucking bank inside and get your money from inside the bank. That's the most lazy thing. Go to freaking machine.
And what a silly man. What do you do when you're at a place when there is no bank or it's closed?
You go somewhere.
Anything? Are you?
You go somewhere. You carry $500, $600, $700 with you. You don't go around broke. And I need money. I need $20 for a pizza. Go to ATM machine and get ripped off. Yeah. You got.
There he goes again. There he goes again. Worried about getting ripped off.
I never used an ATM in 70 fucking years.
That's because you never leave the house. You live in that room.
I leave the house. I leave the house and I spend money.
No, you don't. You do not.
This year I wrote 675 checks. I mean, between last year and up to now, 675. Oh, my bills.
Bills are not enjoying life. Bills are not enjoying life.
No, I don't need to enjoy life to buy another fucking vinyl album or another.
Lou and I, we went out. I bought a Joan Jett. He bought an Elvis record. Had some lunch. What's wrong with that? You don't want to spend anything. You are a cheapskate.
Food again. She didn't even mention food.
Come on, man.
You make that shit at home.
Spend your whole life living in that house and don't leave the house. Make everything at home. You don't understand the fun of dining, the fun of going out. Yeah, I love it. I love it. You're a joke.
What's that guy there? What's that guy there that was a hermit there? That rich guy there. The fuck was his name? Anyway, and he had long fingernails. He never cut his nails. I know the guy you're talking about. You know? You know what I'm talking about.
Got to stay in the house all the time. I forget what his name is. But anyway, I love. Now, this is another thing. Thank you for reminding me of this. That is great. The car backup cameras. That's a great thing.
Come on. I've been driving for years. I never had a camera in the back of my car.
This guy's ridiculous,
man. Stupid to run somebody over. You got to be dumb.
Yeah, then you probably run people over.
That's why you got a rear view mirror. Next trip to Pennsylvania, it could be another month and a month and a week.
Okay, I heard Ticketmaster will be giving back money for the last 10 years, so check it out. And future tickets will be cheaper.
Yeah, everybody get $1.99.
Yeah.
Come on, man. You ain't gonna get shit back. Try to collect.
Cash back and inside cash machine. Never use the outdoor one. Yeah, I went to Citibank once. I got ripped off immediately. I remember I went in to a Citibank. I'm talking here. I went to a Citibank that I went to for many years, and I went outside to the ATM. It's gonna be mute this clown. All right, and I got ripped off right there for the ATM. I did it, and within like 5 minutes, they took money from me, and I caught it right away. So, I've never been to Washington D.C. I don't know about Danny. Yeah, I know. Danny's so cheap. He won't buy Robin a new crowbar.
What the hell am I going to do in Washington, D.C.?
Howard Hughes.
Yeah, Howard Hughes. That's it.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody. What is the best town in upstate New York? I don't know. Is there such a thing? I don't know. Danny would have to answer that, but he can't. He has to go have a cigarette. He can't handle it. He's addicted to cigarettes. Nicotine addiction. George Harrison talks about being a recluse and says he's not a Howard Hughes character, like the press said. Yeah, I think I remember that. Oh, that's another thing that's great about today. GPS Googling. I'm sold. I mean, I'm in a place, right? And I say, okay, I got to go wherever I am. I just put in the address of the place I'm going to, and the car, it leads you where to go. That is amazing. It is amazing. So I give some props to things from today. Most of what I prefer about today's technology, most of it, So. So anyway, we reached a lull here, big time lull. Google Maps are brilliant until you Google Dungeon Lane. Does anyone think the guy, Andrew at Polygram? I'm dying to see him take his cap off. Are there any videos? Anybody know? Is there any videos where he's taking the cap off? I'm wondering. Technology has made things so much better, but of course there's a dark side to it. Absolutely. Best thing about modern life is the possibility of a Rubber Soul box set. Sleepy Hollow or Edward Scissorhands. I've never seen Sleepy Hollow, but I did like somewhat Edward Scissorhands. Do you remember the days of unfolding a gigantic map and trying to follow it, hoping you don't get lost? Yeah. Ringo's album is coming out Friday. I'm hoping I can get it earlier. That's all I could say about that one. I hope I'm getting it Wednesday or Thursday. I have the complete series of Boris Karloff's Thriller. I tried watching it years ago, and most of them sucked, unless Karloff was in the episode. Oh, I don't want to talk about all that stuff, Breach. Marty McFly, I saw that. If you're talking about Back to the Future, I saw it. I don't care to listen to the new Ringo album. That's okay. I know other people that are not going to hear it and say they hate it without hearing it, or maybe hear like fragments of it or speed search through it. The Live Ghost is one of my favorite Laurel and Hardys. I know that one. It's not one of my favorites, but that's fine that it's one of yours. Boy, I'm nasal, man. I still got all kinds of congestion in there, man.
Yeah, I like to have Costello hold that ghost.
Yeah, sure.
That's a good episode.
The last magazine, I think the last magazine subscription I had was the Beatle Fan.
Yeah, mine was AARP for senior citizens.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to start doing that too. Get some benefits out of it.
Yeah.
Paul's last very good albums, Cass Memory, also has. I think his last very good album is New. Sorry, disagree with you. Chaos of Creation is very good. Memory is very good. I think New is the last really good one. Yeah, I used to read Rolling Stone magazine. I did. Not a lot, but I read it. Now it's just a rag. So it's a terrible thing now, but it was good then.
Yeah, I used to read Hustler magazine. Larry Flint.
Good. You probably didn't understand what you were looking at, right?
That's the good stuff.
I've never used DoorDash, nor have I used Uber Eats, but my girlfriend uses these things. You know, I don't. I bet you Danny wouldn't do that. He wouldn't spend the money.
No, we go to the store. Well, everybody delivers. I can have Applebee's deliver. All these people deliver. In fact, you know, I heard about Pizza Hut and a lot of those places. They're gonna be closing.
Memory Almost Full is the last masterpiece. Hello, Nick. Did you ever subscribe to Billboard? Never. I did for a time.
Hi, Nick.
No. I bought Wheels of Fire LP for Record Store Day. I'll also buy the CD box set when it comes out. Yeah, I don't remember what that is, actually. I think I'd like to go to the diner today. I was thinking about it. Let me tell you, I've had a lot of French onion soup in my day. This diner makes the best French onion soup, hands down. And I want to get some nice hot French onion soup, and I'm probably going to get a burger patty without the bun today.
You can go to the store and buy a can of that shit and get a hamburger patty and make it at home.
Yeah, what an idiot. Anyway.
No, you're the idiot.
You don't enjoy socializing, going out, getting out of changing the city, cabin fever all the time.
No. I don't like to be around people because you know what? You don't know where you go if it's your last day. If you know what I mean. No.
What if it's your last day home? You know who had the last day home? Gene Hackman and his wife died at home.
Yeah, no. I'm not in the Hollywood scene.
Yeah, what is your favorite pizza topping? Favorite pizza topping is what I used to have at Domino's when I was eating that over at Domino's. I had pineapple, bacon bits, ham bits, jalapeno peppers, and hot sauce over it. I also like meatball topping and anchovy.
Plain cheese pizza, yeah, if it's available, anchovy.
Yeah, well, what do you know? You don't buy your wife a pizza. You never buy a pizza.
We buy pizza.
When was the last time you ordered a pizza?
Oh, I don't know. She makes pizza. She makes it better.
Here we go.
She makes pizza out of Italian bread. You get Italian bread, you slice it at a mill, you put all that shit in there, put it in the toaster oven, it's fucking delicious.
I think that McCartney 3 is a decent album. I think it's underrated. You have to go in there expecting you're going to listen to Old Man Paul and enjoy what he's doing now and how he's doing it now.
A Pirate Gamer, pepperoni is bad for you. It's got a lot of fat and sodium. That shit is fucking useless.
Pepperoni. You don't eat that, right? You don't eat that then, right?
No, bad
but meanwhile, you smoke cigarettes.
It's a completely different. We're not talking cigarettes. We're talking about.
No. We're talking taking care of your health. If you say I avoid pepperoni because I don't want it to hurt my health, but yet you smoke cigarettes and you're eating Tootsie Rolls and you're eating dog biscuits and all other stuff you eat, you're not taking care of yourself.
You want me to talk about what you eat?
I talk about what I eat.
No, you haven't.
I talked about it. I've had. What are you talking about? I've had
Yeah.
ice cream. I've had cake.
No,
I've had
Wait a
soda.
minute.
I've had
I-
Big Macs. I've had Whoppers. What do you think? I'm afraid to say all of this?
No,
I
I'm talking
can
about.
afford it.
I'm talking about early in the week. The pizza. Remember the picture of the pizza you sent me?
Yes, my wife and I ordered a pizza one evening. That's right.
How much? How much did you eat?
I ate 4 slices. Now, of course, like I told him, Melly, you think I'm
Four.
afraid? Do you think I'm afraid? I ate
Four.
nothing. I ate nothing all day,
No,
idiot. I ate nothing
no.
all day. Okay,
Yeah, that's to me.
so that was just a night. Okay.
Yeah, the best time to eat at night. Eat and sleep. Sure, calories turn into
Yeah,
fat.
6 o'clock. I don't think 6 o'clock dinner is eating late at night.
Oh,
You are one of the stupidest freaking people on this planet, Danny.
What
You
slices
are
of
a
pizza?
stupid man. You know that? You try to make. It's like I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna get him with the pizza. I admit it. I didn't have to say that. I could have lied and said no, I didn't eat any of it. I only had 2 slices. I could have done that.
Don't talk about my Tootsie Rolls.
What are you talking about? You're the one that shows you. You proudly showed them here. You showed them.
Oh yeah, sure.
This all started because you're sitting here saying that you're not going to eat pepperoni because it's bad for you, and you consume everything else.
Right. Oh yeah, I love it.
Be consistent, like Mix 64. Mix 64. If he says something's bad for you, here you go. Yeah, 0 sugar. There's other crap in there too instead. The stuff that they put in there instead of the sugar is worse than the sugar.
Yes, I couldn't give 2 shits.
Obviously.
Come on, man. When you're gonna die, you're gonna die.
Here we go.
Every day.
Now,
Every
anybody who watches my show regularly, we've been through this a million times. When you're going to die, you're going to die. So there's guys out there, they smoke, they drink, they do drugs, right? They do drugs. And then they say, hey, when you're going to die, right? It's stupid thinking. I have no idea. That's how much I don't even care because I don't know. We get that, then we get that's like the appetizer, then we get the main thing, and whatever it is, man. Live for today.
Pirate Gamer, you can go to the store and buy in a can, okay? French onion soup.
A can of French onion soup.
Yeah. First of all, when you open a can of soup, you got to add 1 cup of water. How much soup you need?
Don't listen to this idiot. You don't buy. If you want French onion soup, you have it made professionally at a restaurant. You don't fucking get a can of homemade canned soup and pour it in a thing. What is wrong with you?
They have great soups out there. You got to pay for it. Progressive soup is good soup.
Joan Jett is, other than Paul McCartney, well, Ringo and Joan Jett are the other 2 artists I've seen the most of live. How about you, Danny?
What?
I have not devoured as much soda pop as I used to. I've cut down. I have had some, but not as much as I used to.
I seen America twice and 38 Special twice.
Wow, what a waste. 38 Special.
Yeah, good Southern rock.
Yeah. I do like the Eagles. They're underrated. Which album do you think is going to be better, McCartney or Ringo? Well, I can't answer that. We have no idea, Nick. I mean, you have to hear it first. I mean, I can't guess even. Based on the singles I've heard so far, McCartney's single to me is better than Ringo's.
Joe, did you ever ride a bike in your life?
Of course.
Okay. Pepperoni's not good. Stay away from that shit.
What's your blood sugar level, Danny?
It's good. My brother.
Yeah, unless it's 300, I'm not interested.
It's good.
That's okay.
Yeah, I had my breakfast this morning.
I never drank much alcohol, but whenever I would go out to a club, it would be Friday or Saturday night, I'd go to the club. Back in the days when Thriller was a big deal and Billie Jean and all that stuff, we went to the club, and I'd always get like either a screwdriver. That was my drink, a screwdriver, or a Long Island iced tea, or something called an Alabama Slammer. And I'd have 1, maybe 2. And after 2, I was okay. Wasn't drunk, and I wasn't sick. I was just nice, and I was perfect. And I was like, man, and I used to say, why can't I be like this all the time, man? The best thing, it calmed me down. I was relaxed. All inhibitions were gone. I could do anything, and that was it. No, I do not avoid exercise, Bill. Not at all. I mean, I would be honest. I avoid. You're going to sit here with his. What do you do? I avoid stuff like gym, really physical, like jumping around. I can't do that right now because of my weight that I'm at. But I absolutely don't do that. But walking almost every day, that's exercise. Look it up. You don't believe me? Look it up. So if you're talking about strenuous physical fitness, no, I don't do that. Will I do that if I ever get closer to where I want to be and I'm lighter? Yes, probably will, but still not a lot. Remember, today is Whopper Wednesday. I'm not going to have a Whopper today. If I ever do want a Whopper, though, I don't wait. I don't think to myself, "Oh, I can only go on Wednesday because it's cheap." Anthony told me about that. He only goes on Wednesday. Probably been mentioned before, but Joe and Danny sound like an old married couple. Well, that's a good analogy. That's a good analogy.
I exercise every day. I exercise.
Yeah, right. Yeah, sure
Yeah,
you do.
go like this: $5,
Yeah.
$10.
Danny says, "I don't have a lot of money." Yeah.
I don't have a lot of money. Look.
Danny loves his devil dogs, man.
$5. Yeah, I wish I had them now. I'm not going to the store. You inspired me to get devil dogs.
Well, here's where you're wrong, James Farley. Here's where you're wrong, because this French onion soup at the place that I'm talking about that makes the best doesn't use mozzarella. They use some different kind of cheese, which tastes better, and it's not as gooey. You know how mozzarella, you sit there with French onion soup, and it's stringy, and you can't cut it and stuff? This cheese comes right off. You cut it, breaks easy. It's the best cheese.
Yeah,
cheese they use.
It's cheddar. Yeah, mozzarella has no flavor. It's shitty cheese.
All I can tell you is when I've had 2 or 3 beers, the main thing is I'm uninhibited, I'm relaxed, and that's the thing. So you would think that if I was weak-minded, like a lot of people out there, sorry folks, now we're getting personal, but people out there, you think, oh, I'm going to drink all the time, man. I'm going to drink all the time because that's how I want. You don't do that. No, I'm smart enough to know you can't do that.
Well, a lot of people don't know any better, especially if they like that feeling.
Yeah, they don't know any better. Yeah, what are they? Freaking rats? They can think. How many times have you seen the Rolling Stones? Only once in Atlantic City at the Steel Wheels tour, and I thought they sucked in that show. And I know I've seen them. I mean, I've seen them on TV and stuff, and they're on YouTube. Since then, they're better. But that particular show, I didn't like. Okay, now transparent one. He has a lengthy. I didn't know he could think that much. Let's see. It says it's shocking that you said you don't know who has the best album, Ringo or Paul. Has Paul come so far downhill? Would you have this dilemma between Rotogravure and Wings at the Speed of Sound? I haven't heard the albums. I'm not. I don't judge albums without hearing them. I haven't heard them. How can I tell which one's better? But you're saying that has Paul come down so far? Well, Ringo's Look Up album, was great. It was a great album. Ringo's Look Up album was maybe his second. He has 22 albums now. Look Up, I'd rank number 2 or 3. No farther down. Out of 22 albums. But Paul McCartney, McCartney 3 wasn't among his best albums, I didn't think. And before that, Egypt Station, I wouldn't rank among his best. So I don't know. It's hard to tell. Been drinking since I was 15. Not over the top. 70. Never sick. Exercise every day. Good for you. Very good. Stay well. Oh, yes. Not mozzarella, but provolone. Provolone. Do you have a carport? Could you fit an exercise bike in there? I ain't doing any exercise. I walk. I'm not doing any exercise bike. I walk. That's how I move my legs and things. Transparent guy says mature English cheddar is the business with. Another thing I heard about the transparent one, he's a cook. He's like a good cook, apparently. You should do a cooking channel, cooking with the transparent guy. What was the best Elvis Presley song from the 70s? Burning Love.
Yeah, I have to agree. I would have said Suspicious Minds, but that was 69, I think.
Right. Burning Love is the first one that came to mind, but there's other songs too that I like. Well, I said before. Well, first of all, I've tried the Big Arch. I had it when it first came out. I thought it was, like Lou said in my video, it was underwhelming. It wasn't very good. I wouldn't have another Big Arch. It wasn't that good. Second thing is, of course, I did not have a salad. I did not. They don't even have salads at Burger King anymore. At McDonald's, excuse me. They don't even have them at McDonald's anymore. I made a joke by saying, that's a joke. Oh, I'll just have a salad. That's a joke. And I even put a laugh. Nobody's mentioned that laugh. I went into the audio library and I picked a clip of a girl laughing and I put it over really loud over it. I said, I'll have a salad. The girl goes, ha, 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 ha. As if like, yeah, sure. We laughed about it. And nobody's picked up on it. Alcoholics don't make rational decisions when they start drinking. So the idea that they would consciously think, I better stop drinking is not possible. The addiction overrides the sanity. This is true. But before you drink, before you take the drink, if I drink this, I'm not going to be able to make consciously good decisions, right? So maybe I better not. That's how I look at it. Is Every Night the second best song on McCartney 1? Yes, I think so. I'm trying to think. Yeah. Best song is Maybe I'm Amazed. Second song I pick Every Night. I'm trying to think of the other ones I like. That Would Be Something. Man, We Was Lonely. Junk is good too. That's right. That's right. I love that. Yeah, I made a good rant video about that. Boy, Joe, that's a good looking salad you got there. Wow, that looks good. Yeah, so then you eat it. Yeah, I love when I eat a salad and the guy's sitting there with a big burger and he goes, hey, that salad looks good. And I say, well, eat it. You get a burger. Fake, phony. Yeah, Ringo's Time Takes Time is number 2, exactly. But now I like Look Up just as much. That's why it's a fight for number 2 position between Look Up and Time Takes Time. Right, Danny?
Right.
Well, the thing is, that's why I used a woman's laugh. I thought maybe that would, you would think it was the girl behind the register. That was the idea. How many people do you know actually saw the Beatles live? I know 2 people who saw, 2 women who saw the Beatles at Shea Stadium. My mother's cousin, 2 cousins. People who are addicted to food have the same delusional problem. What problem are we talking about? Do you mean that you eat food and you get drunk and you can't drive and you kill people on the road? I mean, what? I'm a little. Can you explain a little more, Bill, what you mean? I'm trying to follow you. But you got to remember something else too, though. As I've said, food is something we all need. We have taste buds. We have a tongue. We enjoy eating. We enjoy food. That's how we stay alive.
Yeah, you're supposed to overindulge. Yeah, like 4 slices of pizza. Come on, that's overdoing it.
Listen.
That's overdoing it.
Listen. You think it's overdoing it?
Oh, yeah. Way over.
When I need advice from you, I will ask for it.
Anyway.
You don't want to hear it. That's your problem.
Because you're a stupid man. Because I keep try to do it in the context of the entire day. Food for the entire day.
No. You're not supposed to eat like that.
Now, if they eat a bowl of cereal for... He didn't want to hear because he knows I'm going to put him. I'm going to lay him out. I'm going to lay him out. No. If a person has a big bowl of cereal in the morning, and then or pancakes in the morning. Then later on during the day, they have a big hero sandwich for lunch, and at dinner they have 4 slices of pizza. That's overdoing it,
No,
right?
you're wrong. The 4 slices
All
of
right,
pizza.
Danny, whatever.
4 slices of pizza was probably about 4,000 calories, and you're
Yeah,
supposed
okay,
to have
Danny.
300
Okay.
calories a day.
Yeah, okay, Danny.
You're overeating. Period.
I've lost some pounds lately. How many?
You don't lose anything. I don't
I've
even.
lost some pounds lately. How many brain cells have you lost?
How many pounds did you lose?
I'm not going to. I'll talk about it on my show. I'll do it on my show.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it on my show, not this time
This
here.
week.
No.
And then next week you want to have a show because you put on more weight.
You don't know what you're talking about, Danny.
I know exactly what I'm talking
You don't know
about.
what you're talking about.
I know you. I know you behind this.
You just worry about stopping smoking. You freaking fiend.
That's not
You
the smoke.
nicotine fiend. Cancer from smoking? Don't do it.
I get cancer from everything. Carbon
No,
monoxide.
that's the answer. That's the answer.
Everything.
Why not? Why not?
Pesticides,
You are
herbicides.
a stupid man. But some of those things you can't avoid. I can't avoid walking around and then if there's smoke in the air.
I'm not worried.
If there's car exhaust in the air, I can't do anything about that. But I could damn well not take a cigarette out of a pack and stick it in my mouth. That much I could damn well do.
Yeah, you can move out of the city, move in the country. There's something you could do about it. Bullshit.
Be nice. Look who's talking about being nice. Richard James. Now you belch.
Richard James loves it. He loves it. Yeah, I can go. I can go 24 hours without a cigarette. I go 8-9 days and then I go back to it.
Yeah, he's one of those guys. Oh, I could quit anytime I want.
I'm not worried about quitting. If I get lung cancer,
Obviously not.
You know.
Yeah.
Jimmy Carter.
Exactly. Top of the morning to you, and the rest of the day for myself.
Yeah, hello. Top of the morning. That's Irish, right? Oh, yeah. My wife yesterday put up a greenhouse. That big one. It might be 7 to 8 feet wide, and I think maybe 7 to 8 feet long. And it's got a door on it, a zipper. It's plastic, no glass, because they're more expensive. And she's putting plants in there. Last night, she said, "There's somebody coming to pick up a plant around 8:45 at night." I said, "What?" I said, "Why is these people coming at night?" So come 9 o'clock, all right? I says, "Robert, I don't want to be coming here at night." At 9 o'clock. Who's going to go out at 9 o'clock at night just to buy a fucking plant? Okay? But to make a long story short, this lady came and she apologized that she was late, you know, and Robin made $10 from a plant that she grows them, you know, and she multiplies them, you know. They're beautiful plants. And
Daddy, he says we don't want you to get lung cancer, okay?
There's people that get lung cancer that never smoked.
That doesn't mean you smoke to try to induce it.
Look at that! Look at that actor that died at 57 the other day, heart attack.
We've talked about this a million times.
7 years old.
You live your life trying to avoid the potholes. You can't help things that just hit. You can't help if somebody throws a rock and it hits you in the head, but you can control or try to control the potholes. What's so hard to understand about that?
Look at the old man sitting on a bench there. The old man, he was 78 years old, and he gets hit by a stray bullet. 15-year-old kid in the park. They're still looking for the killer. That
folks, you just witnessed it. I just said something, and it went in here, and it went out there. What do you not understand about the idea that you can't control things outside of your control, but you should be smart enough to try to control things within your control? And before you say anything, myself included, I'm working on that all the time. It's not easy.
I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried about it like you.
You should be.
Yeah, and I told you, you better watch your diet there.
Yeah, I don't need you to tell me that. I already know that.
You're liable to have a stroke.
You're the guy that doesn't realize anything. Exercise is the way to go, not crazy jogging, just swimming, walking, exactly, bike riding, but every day, not just when you feel guilty. Well, I never feel guilty into walking. I do it, sometimes you're going to go somewhere or there's a plan. So, you got to go, you're on a trip or something. You can't do it.
So count the years. I've been smoking since I'm like 27. Okay,
Yeah.
I started late. Okay, so that's over 40 years. Okay,
Yeah.
I had a procedure done last Tuesday, and I said, "How's my lungs?" She says they're clear.
Very good. How's your kidneys?
The kidneys is from diabetes, from not knowing about diabetes and running around with high sugar because you're diabetic and you don't know it because nobody likes to make an appointment with the doctor. Okay, and then you go to the doctor and you find out that you have diabetes and you have kidney damage, which is no education on that.
Well, I disagree with this. Vape is healthy. It may be healthier. I don't know, but it's not healthy. Vaping is bad for you.
Vaping,
Very bad.
it causes popcorn lungs. No good. That's just as bad.
I'll never quit buying Beatles, Reese's cups, or cigarettes. Enjoy life. Well, here's another thing. Here's what's wrong with that, Ramoga. There's lots of ways to enjoy life other than eating bad stuff and smoking cigarettes. If that was the only way to enjoy life, bad foods and bad habits and drugs and things, then I'd agree with you. You're going to make a choice. Do you want to enjoy life or not? But there's way other ways to enjoy life than that. That's a good point, John. That is a very good point.
And another thing, I don't smoke. The cigarette does.
Yeah, sure. Oh, man.
You worry too much about nothing.
You're the one worrying about all this shit with me.
Yeah, that's Carole King's song. Yeah, I feel the earth move under my feet.
I don't think anybody really cares about this, or I don't anyway.
What is the best Alice Cooper album? That is very hard, but I'll tell you
Whichever
what.
one has Schools Out. End of story.
I'll tell you what. The one that I like to go. There's two albums I like to go to. It's called From the Inside and Welcome to My Nightmare.
Well, weed is not weed is not good for you. Okay, no matter what they say, it kills brain cells. It is not good for you. Marijuana. It is not.
No, it just destroys brain cells when you're very young. Not when you get older. When you're developed, you don't know shit.
I know that's bad for you. It's bad for you. Doctors have said. I've seen the studies on it. It's bad for you. Okay.
I smoked it in the 80s. I had a lot of fun. I got stoned. I got fucked.
Now we're talking about a lot of fun. That's okay.
I'm still here.
Right?
I'm still here.
Yeah.
Give me a fucking break.
So it's all about a lot of fun. So you can do anything on this world harmful as long as it's
I'm
fun.
not worried about you.
Do I have your quotation on that, Danny? You don't understand. I'm over your head all the time. I'm asking.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Sure. Yeah.
You can do anything in life that's bad for you or to others as long as it's fun. All right, I get it.
Fun. Yeah. Sure.
Yeah. Yep. Even water is bad these days.
Yeah. Nothing's good for you.
Yep.
Nothing's good.
Sure.
They brought COVID over here. They killed a lot of people with that.
Weed is an ancient herbal medicine. Yes,
That's
indeed.
Right.
It's good. Hey, I have nothing against it for medicine wise. Just like there's certain medicines that are good for you, to cure you or whatever, help you. But certain medicines you ingest them all the time, not good.
The transparent one, they gave it to my sister's husband years ago. He died in 86. He had cancer, and they gave him a tablet form. They gave him THC, which helped his appetite and stopped nausea.
Why are you telling me this? I'm not interested in your life story.
And it helps glaucoma. There's a lot of medical uses. Before, now you could buy it. They're getting tax on it. They're making money off of purchases of marijuana. They're happy now. Now it's not bad no more. Before it was illegal. And you got caught in another country over there. They cut your fingers off. So.
I don't know when I'm going back to the flea market. Actually, I don't know. Hopefully, I will, and I'll take some videos when I do. A friend in weed is an enemy. I'm going to call it a fiend. A friend with weed It's with weed, not in weed. A friend with weed is a fiend, indeed.
Now the problem is when you buy marijuana off the street, you got a lot to worry about. If they throw
I hear there's a lot of bad stuff in it.
if they throw fentanyl in there and they put too much, it'll kill you.
Gotta have it though. Gotta have it. Gotta have
But
it.
they have dispensaries that you can go and buy marijuana. You can walk in the dispensary and buy marijuana where you know it's safe. Not some guy off in the corner of the street there that put poison in it.
I don't understand when people ask, "What is your earliest memory?" I have many early memories. I mean, I don't know but how do I know which one's the earliest? Like I have a memory of being, I guess, a baby, and people were like, there was a pool, and they were maybe like, get the baby wet or something, put him in the pool, and I think I went down a little too far. And I remember seeing the water. I remember that. Is that my earliest memory, or is there something before that I remember? That I don't know the dates of it, so I can't tell you that. By then, you got to be way smarter than you were, but I don't know.
So somebody offered me a cigarette. I don't know what you're laughing for.
What a weakness! Hey, you want a cigarette? No, thanks. I don't smoke.
Yeah.
You actually okay?
No. There's no peer pressure at 20. This is at the job. Not with a group of kids there. That kind of.
No, that's what's stupid about it.
That's all you want. That's all you want.
It's one thing if you're 10 years old.
I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried about it.
Yeah. Even this I don't condone, but I can understand in a way if you're 10 years old and you want to look cool with your friends, and they say, "Lady, you want a cigarette?" And you go, "Yeah, okay, I'll try that." You look cool, but when you're 27 and a grown man, for Christ's sake, and you can't resist a cigarette.
It's a good thing I don't smoke in the house because let me tell you something. I'll be like 4D man. You see smoke constant, but it'll be cigarettes.
Yeah, sure.
No big deal. Fucking cigarettes.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of trashy albums. Oh good, I'll try to remember to make fun of trashy condition albums if I do. Ringo on Kimmel. Okay, Ringo looked pretty good, and at the beginning of Kimmel, he was running around the studio. It was pretty cool. But when he talks, you can hear that he's old. He's gonna be 86. But you can hear he's starting to talk more like an old man a little bit more. He seems a little slower than he was. And again, not criticizing it. I'm just making an observation as a fan for many years. Ringo is much slower speaking now. That's it. Yeah, he's not as sharp. He's definitely not as sharp. He's 86. It's okay, but Danny, what's your liquor of choice?
I don't drink.
Were cigarettes cheap back then?
I don't know.
I don't think cigarettes were ever cheap. It's just that when you look back now,
I don't know.
Absolutely, we agree on this 1,000%. Kimmel is a joke, and I'm glad that I saw it. I didn't have to sit through a monologue or anything. I sat through just a clip with Ringo on YouTube. Ever wonder what your last memory will be? Yeah, having sex with a really beautiful woman at the age of 100 and dying in the act. I don't know. Come on, man. Keep smoking, Danny. Keep smoking.
No, it ain't that. I got a cold.
Yeah, me too. I don't know. McCartney is a weakling when it comes to marijuana. He really thinks it's okay for you, not harmful. It's much stronger these days. Years ago, you needed to smoke a joint. Today, one drag is all you need. I tried smoking a cigarette years ago. I personally can't imagine anyone saying I'd like another one. It was awful. I got so sick. My sister, who, by the way, died at 47 years young, and she smoked. She died. She died from taking prescription drugs. She got hooked on prescription pills. Okay. Anyway, and I always had. By the way, I always had these feelings before she even passed. This wasn't because of my sister. I think I always thought this, but anyway, I remember when she was always the one that I caught. Yes, I'm going to tell you a story. Absolutely, I caught her in high school once. I saw her in the schoolyard smoking. Told my mother. But anyway, when she was real young, really young, we were sitting outside on the stoop. And my mother smoked. My mother quit a long time ago, but she smoked. And my sister's like, "Oh, well," he kept asking about what's it like to smoke. My sister must have been. She was a child. I don't know. Hey, you want to try it? Yeah. She took those. She gave her like a little puff, and my sister started choking and coughing. I thought it was hilarious. Oh man. 46 cents a pack. Yeah, but how was that in relation to what your salary was? Let's see. Weed in the 70s in Australia was the best ever. Oh man, this is a long show. 2 hours and 15 minutes. I got that. I defeated Danny. Look at him. He's like,
Shit.
I depleted you. You're like really like you have no zest. You look weak. You're like,
Oh, because of the comments. I'm not weak.
maybe time for your nap. I don't know.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, I'm not staying on it too much longer.
Yeah, you're getting old, Danny.
I
You're gonna be
believe.
70 next month.
Yep.
I don't know anything about Australia, really. I don't know anything about countries and things. I don't follow that stuff.
I mean, the only thing about Australia is they got the most deadliest animals there. And snakes and all kinds of shit like that.
Australia?
Yeah, Australia.
Yeah.
They got insects that can kill you.
Man, we got to start ending the show soon, I think, Danny. Yeah, that's about all I know about them. They got some cool album covers. Sure.
Yeah, I was looking at the comments.
Yeah, I'm so glad I don't watch the Mets. I don't have to worry about it.
I look at the
Why would you
comments.
watch them? Why would you watch them? If they're 7-16, they're terrible. Why watch them? It's a train wreck. You watch a train wreck? Well, no. It's about it, Danny.
Yeah, and I was reading a comment.
Yeah, I like the Australian with the Beatles album cover. Very nice. Thank you. I think it's time to go. On that note, I think we should go. Danny, are you ready to sign off till next week? I'll give you a week to rest and catch up for the next one.
Yeah, sure.
Boy, it's been a lot of fun busting your chops, man. And you trying to bust mine. All right, everybody.
Yeah. Goodbye, everybody.
Yeah, Danny doesn't sound. I'm afraid that when we go blank, he's going to start calling me out or something. He's not. You don't seem yourself right now, Danny.
Oh yeah, sure.
All right, here goes everybody. Say goodbye, Danny. All right, everybody.
Goodbye, Danny.
Next time.